In the same way that good design is invisible, good technology is invisible also. And that's one of the responses that we've heard is, it looks great. People don't say, it looks great on my phone, they just say, it looks great, and that's exactly what we wanted.
It's been amazing. When BostonGlobe.com launched, there were thousands of tweets about it from all over the world because of the responsive web design aspect and that it hadn't ever been done on that scale.
The Boston Globe has always been an authoritative, elegant newspaper that really speaks with the voice of the city. Boston's a really smart town, and we aim to be a smart newspaper as well.
We had this concept to launch BostonGlobe.com, which had never really existed before. We identified early on in the project that we wanted to be very mobile friendly. The goal was to create a site that worked for as many people as possible across as many different devices as possible.
They wanted to be the first major site to roll out responsive web design in a major way. I think the main challenges that we had was trying to figure out how to make the site really fast on a low-powered device and then scale up in a really graceful way all the way up to tablets and desktop. You know, something that was true to the web, but that also was really rich and that felt like the proud tradition of the paper.
Upstatement did the design and created the look and feel. We wanted to try and bring the soul of the newspaper to the web by mimicking that great typography, bringing in that white space, that editorial choice, and then we worked with Filament Group to realize that in code.
When we approached the project, we knew we needed to create one singular code base that addressed all of these different devices and browsers and browsing contexts and viewport sizes. Performance was always a top priority.
As a web developer, we really need to think quite a bit about, how do we have a workflow that's rational and maintainable when you're dealing with multiple versions, multiple resolutions of these assets. All the Adobe tools really help us to do that.
InDesign has just always made the most sense to us for designing a website because websites are much like editorial products. They're a combination of type and image. It has the concept of pages, it has the concept of styles and style sheets, which maps directly to CSS.
Upstatement would deliver a set of designs that were a rough guide at what we were trying to do. And then we would bring it into code, figure out what was working, toss it back to them for refinements.
We did quite a bit of work taking elements from InDesign, pulling them into Illustrator for tweaks, and then pushing those out either through Photoshop or Fireworks for the final assets. Some of these tools like Edge Inspect let us get to the page and quickly test them all visually, and then we can pick up the device and scroll through it and do the next level of testing that we need to do. With the Globe, we one coherent experience. You can pick up something, be reading it on your phone, go to your desktop machine, and you maybe saved it into your favorites, and you can read it from there. So from an end user's perspective, it just works.
We have about 25,000 digital-only subscribers on BostonGlobe.com, and we see really strong use of the site across devices.
What's nice about Adobe is they understand the problems that developers are facing, and the tools that are coming out of Adobe really reflect that understanding.
The web design world is changing daily, and Adobe is innovating right along with it.